What's going on, guys? We've got some news.
Got some breaking news, James.
We've stuffed up. So we put the fuel pump in. We were able to get it running with an external 12-volt source, but it wasn't running under its own steam. And we'll show you through a couple of things of what we found.
Thanks.
Before I show you that, we're going to have to take you back to the start. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Midnight Motors. If you haven't already, go watch the first part of this video where we diagnose this bad boy. Basically, we found it was the fuel pump.
We did ring TM and they were able to tell us that they are available, which was good news. The bad news is that it was $600 for the fuel pump assembly. But they were also nice enough to tell us that the KTM also uses a similar pump and there's a kit. And based on that, we're able to research it and come up with an aftermarket kit, James.
So yeah, we were able to source a aftermarket kit, which is the pump, a couple of filters and some seals and hose clamps and stuff like that. We got the whole kit for 110 Australian dollars. In the last video, we were talking about compression testing it, which we have done. We got about 60 to 65 PSI, which on a decomp like this, as we discussed in the other video, that's perfect for this. So we know we're good in that department.
So I think it's, go and put that assembly on, as in the fuel pump assembly on, and let's put this thing together.
Let's get into it. Okay, so this is the original pump here. Now it's very small, and the main thing I noticed is it's got one large connector and a small connector, which was the concerning part. But again, after doing some research, so this is the pump that we have, and as you can see, it has the one large and one small. These pumps are virtually identical. So we saved ourselves a couple of bucks by doing some research. Hell of a lot cheaper, hell of a lot quicker. I think it came in like 2 days, which was really good. So yeah, we'll get this all in and then we'll get it back on the bike. Some of these hoses are like a press fit, so we just got some boiling water, heating it up so we can get it on there. These hard lines were not going on as easy as we expected. The boiling water just wasn't cutting it. So we did what any normal human male would do, and we resorted to fire. Obviously, make sure you're not using a flame next to an open fuel source. Everything that was touching the flame was brand new and had never seen fuel.
So this harness here is for the ones that have the fuel sensor. So this bike is a motocross, but it also is an enduro on this model. The enduro model has a fuel level sensor as well, and that's what this plug is used for. But of course, on a motocross, there is no fuel gauge, so it's not required. We just tuck that away.
Who taught you all that?
And you did, James. You did. And of course, the other two things is these two lugs here that hold the pump in. You just want to put a clamp or a cable tie around that, just to make sure that the pump can't fall out. Cable tie, holding those on so the pump can't fall out. The only thing we've really used is the original gauze. Everything else has been replaced with the aftermarket kit. I mean, it actually looks okay. The hose is holding in a nice sort of circular pattern there. I think it'll be fine. There's plenty of room in the tank, so let's put this bad boy in.
new apprentice.
Can't be without a washer. What? Hang on. Who's the apprentice?
You.
You serious? Look at this face. This face can't be an apprentice.
Just pausing the video to talk to you guys about our brand new sponsor, BS Batteries. BS Batteries take the guesswork out of finding your battery. So if you jump on Google and type in the BS Battery Finder, this website will pop up for you. If we just follow the prompts, so we'll go with motorcycle, we will select Yamaha, which should be down the bottom there somewhere. And then obviously your CC, which in this case is going to be 700 for the R7. And then we will select our model, which should be down the bottom somewhere as well. There she is there. And then in this case, the year is going to be preset, but make sure you're selecting the right year model for your machine. It will load for a moment and give you the options available through BS. So we've got an OEM fitment and 2 lithium upgrades, so the lithium and lithium max. If we select one, it will give us a brief description on the battery, and it'll give you all the specifications you could possibly need. BS started off as a family-owned business in Paris and is now a worldwide leader. We use them in our bikes and we trust them, and we're super happy they're on board with Midnight Motors. Make sure you get down to your local MCA and order yours today. Now that the fuel pump's back in the tank, we've got a fair bit of work to get this thing back up and running. So we're just going to run a time lapse and hook into it. Enjoy. Alright, so the bike's all back together. I'm just going to top her up with some coolant so we can run it. If she starts and runs, like we're hoping it will, then we'll bleed the coolant as we're going, but we won't bore you with all that stuff. You came to see the juicy stuff. So we'll get that all topped up, and then we'll go from there.
So I'm about to put some fuel in it, because we never want to run these pumps dry, because that does damage them.
Yeah, brand new pump, you definitely don't want to run it dry.
So this is what we found, guys. If you have a look on the table here, is obviously the coil or the windings, and then obviously the flywheel. And as you can see, the housing or the metal shielding that goes around it has completely destroyed. Inside there, it's all damaged. There's a magnet that has broken off. As you can see, they've got magnets on the end here. There's a magnet that's broken off this particular one, and there it is there. It's actually got itself caught in between the flywheel and the stator, and actually damage the stator.
You can see it's all chopped up, and yeah, as Dad said, this is supposed to sit inside the flywheel, and that's all chopped up. Yeah. So
there you go. So a bit further action. Unfortunately, it'll be a while before you see this one come together, because parts, as we've said on the earlier videos, aren't easy to get. So we now need a new complete flywheel, stator assembly. Stay tuned, watch it come back together again. Hopefully we can get it to come to life.